Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to our May Townhall. As usual, we've got lots of topics to talk about and some cool updates. But before we dive into all of it, Lucas, Jan, hello, hello. How are you guys doing?
Hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me
Is
correct?
this a new thing? We're doing like what it called Friends,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like a
Em is
90s
trying.
production.
Em is trying new things. He's enjoying being the real host of the town hall behind the scenes.
Do we have the laugh track?
Yeah, maybe he should cue in some laughter soundtracks now. There you go. Jan, anything that you say? All right,
Yes.
Jan, I hear you're trying very hard on the leaderboard. How does it go?
Uh, I think I can only jog a little bit, so I still stay roughly 5,000-ish.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get into the 5,000 mark, but I closing in slowly.
Nice, nice. You know, there are very, very, very few founders in this space who 3 years on are still so passionate about the project and in the heat of Australia, mind you. So well done. I am
It's almost winter. It's getting to winter now, so
Now it's easier then. So
weather's
we
good. Yeah,
definitely
now it's
hope
easier.
to see you
Yes.
on the leaderboard then. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Lucas, what about you? What's your excuse?
Well, I don't have an excuse right now. I'm also trying to get to grind that leaderboard, but not so successfully at the moment. But trying to slowly but surely get to the better ranks.
Nice, nice. I
And
think
you,
we should
Titi.
have an internal leaderboard as well. Yeah, I am absolutely pathetic, so I need to really buck up. All right, so love it. Let's get the energy and spirit going. Of course, there's no slowing down on our end. So before we get started, just a quick housekeeping. We will be picking one lucky listener from today's space to win a STEPNGO shoebox. And we'll announce the winner a bit later. So keep an eye on our X account after the town hall ends. All right, so let's get into it. I want to start this town hall a little differently. Usually we start with all the product updates, and Jan, we want to get into the details of uncommon sneakers, mystery boxes, luck attributes, raw stones, and all the recent changes. But just before that, I see everybody hyped up about a recent announcement that we kicked off on the stage of Token 2049. It's a partnership we're all super proud of. Lucas, let's spill the beans about it.
Yes, well, like you said, it's a really, really big one. I would dare to say one of the biggest moments we've had so far, and especially this year. We are officially partnering with the Argentina Football Association, basically the current football or soccer world champions right now, and also 3 times winners. So it's basically one of the teams with the richest legacies in the football history, right? When you think about big teams in football, you think probably about your country, and then maybe about Brazil, Argentina, and these countries. And we are really proud to be able to partner for a long-term collaboration with this team that won World Cups and had legends like Maradona and also Messi, all the greats, basically.
Fantastic. Yes, and we've got I mean that the jersey, the blue and white stripes, the passion, the tune, the vamos, everything is so iconic. So of course, it's just great to reminisce about this partnership. But we also have some exciting videos on our social accounts, etc., isn't it?
Yes, yes, exactly. Like you said, we are not stopping at a simple one-off partnership that we announced. It's, like I said, a long-term collaboration. So we are building a full journey with them. We're starting with a collection of co-branded Genesis sneakers. They are all inspired by the spirit of the legacy of the Argentina football team, and then we'll continue we'll continue with the partnership, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I think that is truly one of the unique things about FSL ecosystem partnership. I mean, truly, it's not one-off airdrops or one-off promotions. Like with Adidas, we actually went into 3 phases of collaborations over a period of 1 year, right into a physical shoe launch. And similarly, we've got grand plans lined up with AFA. So yeah, lots to watch out, guys. So let's get into a little bit of nitty-gritty, because we don't just have beautiful sneaker designs, we also have some exclusive real-world rewards. So alongside the Genesis sneakers, we've got signed jerseys, match tickets, and some IRL awards that I'm sure all football fans out there will love. So what about some alpha to start off, Lucas? Everybody has a question on their mind. When is the mint?
Sure. So I'll keep it simple. It's gonna be very, very soon. It's gonna be next week.
Ooh, nice.
Here you go.
All right. Spill the
So
details on the numbers, please. How many Genesis, etc. More and socials.
yeah, exactly. So if you've been following our socials, you probably saw the design showcases of every single sneaker, all inspired by some either iconic player or iconic moments of the AFA, so Argentina Football Association history. So here's what you need to know in terms of number. The drop is going to include a total of 500 sneakers, all Genesis for this first one. Out of those 500, 400 will be raffled on more, just like you're used to. So raffle means very classic. You'll have a few days to enter. If you don't get the sneaker, you get refunded for your GMT, etc., etc. The other 100 will be distributed in a slightly different way. So similar to what we did with Snoop Dogg, we will distribute allocation to enter the raffle via social media challenges. So I don't want to give too much detail right now, but basically you'll have to perform some sort of action on our social medias, and then you will get a chance to get into the raffle to get one of the sneakers.
Fantastic. So in summary, 500 total, 400 on more, 100 through social exclusive challenges. Fantastic. Now I want a little bit more info on the designs. Give us a little story on the 2 of the designs and inspiration behind them.
Of course. So like I was saying, every design is representing a different part of what makes the Argentina football team so iconic. The colors, the victories, the legends, and all these moments that defined generation and generations of legendary football teams. So there's that. And also there are generative Genesis sneakers, which mean every single one will be unique due to small variations between the colors in each skin.
Awesome.
So you might get different color accents, minor details, pattern overlays, all of it just built from a custom design generative art sets.
Yeah, that's
So
what NFTs are, truly unique. But what about the 2
exactly.
designs? What's the story behind them?
Exactly. So in total, we have 4 designs, and the first 2 ones, the jogger and the walker. So let's start with the walker, actually. So it's called La Cancha, which is inspired by the football pitch itself. So it's got a green palette, just like grass, under the player's feet. And then there's the jogger, which is called the Origin. This one we had a lot of fun designing. It's a throwback to the Argentina classic kits with the retro stripes and the original blue color of Argentina. So it's got the number 10. All the football fans probably know about the number 10 from the classic era of Argentina, right? The golden era, the days of Maradona, the one who shaped the soul of the team. I know many people are big fan of this player, and for obvious reasons. So we wanted to give a tribute to Maradona with this collection as well.
Fantastic. I really, really love the thought and the detail that goes into our design. And I'm sure every football fan or any NFT art fan would appreciate that as well. So that's just the 2 that we've revealed, but there are 2 yet to be revealed, isn't it?
Exactly. There's two more designs that we haven't revealed yet, so they will be dropping in the next few days. I was talking about design showcases on our Twitter, so if you want to see the next few designs, the last two ones, the runner and the trainer, you just gotta hit that follow button on our Twitter.
Perfect. All right. So lots to look forward to. But we also mentioned that these are not just sneakers that we're giving away. We are also giving some real life perks like signed jerseys, match tickets, and any football fan knows how prized they are. So can you just detail how is that going to work? How will they be distributed?
Yes, of course, of course. So those IRL rewards, like you said, they are including signed AFA jerseys, match tickets, and they will be raffled exclusively among the Genesis sneaker holders, the AFA Genesis sneakers holders. So if you're holding, or if you will be holding one of the STEPN and AFA, so Argentinian Football Association Genesis sneakers, you want to keep it until we announce the perks. I mean, it's not financial advice, of course, but that's going to be how we are distributing those extra perks, those IRL match tickets, those jerseys, signed jerseys, just to add a real world value to the Web3 experience. So on top of the iconic AFA branding of the NFTs, you will get a chance to get in real life perks.
And Lucas, isn't this absolutely fantastic on our end that we're always able to weave in these real life perks, whether real life shoes or now people getting a chance to watch Argentina play live in person or even rocking a signed jersey from their favorite player. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Exactly, and I hope to see some people with the Adidas Ultra Boost going to an Argentina football match. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I'm sure they'll rock it on the socials as well. All right, so let me just recap this for everyone real quick before we move on. So, guys, this is really exciting partnership that a lot of people are hyped up and asking a lot of questions about. STEPN and Argentina Football Association Genesis sneaker drop is going to happen next week, so it's soon. There are 500 total pairs, 400 will be raffled as usual on our marketplace. More 100 will be saved for some very, very exciting upcoming challenges on our socials. So watch out our X. As always, our NFT sneakers are generative and each design is unique. Each sneaker is unique. Plus, the Genesis holders are eligible for some real life perks like jerseys, match tickets, which shall be raffled later on. So I hope you're going to be ready for one of our most iconic mints. Jan, I have got to ask, what are your thoughts on all of this?
We are definitely bringing back the old tradition of soccer co-branded sneaker. And this time we have done it with improved mechanism, with improved skin, and again, real life perks. So I think whole the BD team deserve a big kudo on this, and we appreciate the community gonna like the design and also the perks.
Nice. I also noticed that you say soccer, whereas we say football. So that divide is really
Oh
clear.
yes, yes, yeah. Football is like a American type of thing in Australia. You know, they it's more like a rugby
Hmm.
type of thing, right? So you have to run other people.
Yeah, I shall not get into that debate.
Yeah.
But Lucas and I are clearly majority. So
Okay,
let's move on. All right. So while we're still buzzing about the AFA announcements, let's shift gears now because we just rolled out a pretty big update on STEPNGO, and there are lots of questions to ask about that, Yon. So are you ready to talk about uncommon sneakers and everything that came along with them?
yes. So with the common sneaker, we release it, and people can open the common shoebox. It's about 3% chance of getting a uncommon sneaker. And with the common sneaker, they come with a whole different mechanism compared to the common sneaker. Number one is that the uncommon sneaker can reach to level 30 compared to level 20 for commons. And point number two is that the common sneaker give more attribute point when level up, like the OG basically. But the third point is the luck attribute can tie directly into the mystery box drop. And when you open the mystery box, you will get the raw stone. And with the raw stone, you can cut into gems, and with gems, you can put into sucker. So we have a lot of people recommending us to have like a trail sneaker. When we design the OG, and in early stage when we design the Go. And we go back and forth on the concept of trail sneaker, and then we actually use the common sneaker as a trail sneaker. So basically, what people see the uncommon sneaker now is like the common sneaker in the OG STEPN. And this is how we differentiate. So for really people to get the full STEPNGO experience, basically that start from the uncommon sneaker.
Nice. And now with uncommon sneakers, you also earn something extra, which is mystery boxes, right?
Yes. So with the mystery box, we also made some changes. As people
Mhm.
reading the white paper, number one, we can actually add the number of the
Mhm.
slot. But more importantly is that we make some mechanism change. So when you are under mystery box earning, you are no longer earn GT anymore. Alternatively, you will earn the mystery box. And the more luck you have and more energy you use in your session, the better your chance of getting a higher level of mystery box. The higher level of mystery box will contain more rollstone, basically. So roughly that how things work.
Right. So now there is a special edge on getting or trying to get more mystery boxes, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And we want to, one is that get people still sort of similar mechanism so that people don't feel alienated from the Go and
Mhm.
OG. But two is that we also want to have some new idea, something different from the OG. So here we come with the improved, I think, mechanism with the mystery box.
Mm. Talking of improvements, Jan, I firsthand know that you've masterminded something really cool behind these mystery boxes. And I know how passionately you came up with this raw stone mechanics, and which completely kind of opens up a new way to play the game. Let's break it down a little bit for everyone, please.
Sure. So now, because the mechanism become a little bit more complicated than the OG, so we'll take some time to explain how exactly things work.
Mhm.
Uh, Number one is that with every mystery box, it only drop level one rollstone and level one only. And this is what we observe from the OG, that if we drop higher level of let's say gems, people really don't upgrade the level one. You end up having a lot of level one people cannot sell. That's
Correct.
where the early complaint about the resilience stone. So we
Yeah.
now only drop level one stones, raw stones. And also we noticed that the mechanism is a little bit uh, 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 a single direction for the OG. So we are now offering two directions now in the second goal. So once you have the raw stone, you will choose between two passes. One is that you cut the raw stone straight into gems with 100% success rate, and then you can start use it, to boost your attribute. Or you can try to level them up and then cut it into a higher level gems of the same color or the same type. So the catch is the level up of the raw stone come with a chance of failure. It's like leveling the gems in the OG.
Mm.
But if you succeed, you end up have a higher level of raw stone, which once you cut the higher level raw stone, 100% success rate of getting a gem. So in this way, it's almost like a delay satisfaction of
Mhm.
so this is a minor change, number one, and then I'll explain the second pathway later.
Right, right. And it kind of opens up a new gameplay as well, a new strategy. So if you want the sure thing, the confirmed, the 100% thing, you got it right away. But if you want to hope for something bigger, you hold it out, um, and you wait. So you've got your raw stone. You either cut them or you level them up. So Jan, when you cut a raw stone, what exactly do you get?
Okay, so we actually tier the cutting mechanism into two directions. So at the lower level, from level 1 to level 5, we'll have a 30% chance you'll get a different type of gem that doesn't match your roadstone type. So, people can understand it's almost like a mutation, right? So there are 10% each of the three other types. But once your roadstone reach to level 6 or higher,
Mm,
the system will lock in. You will get the same type of the gem as a roadstone, guaranteed. And then you can insert the gem for free to boost your sneaker attribute. But if you
mm,
want to remove it, you have to either burn some GGT or you can destroy the gem if you prefer. So
mm,
in this way, um, there has a little bit of threading experience. When you cut it, maybe your uh, uh, let's say less preferred attribute become the more preferred because of the mutation, or the other way around. So you're adding a little bit of thrill, but we also understand that people do pay for this in the marketplace. And if they pay, level 6 and then it mutate into other style or type, then it wouldn't be nice, right? So for the higher level roadstone, we will lock in um, the type, so you will always get what you are cutting. So this way, people don't feel too scared of doing the cutting at the higher level gems. Sorry, higher level roadstone.
nice. That's a very straightforward explanation, honestly speaking. But if anybody's looking for more details, needless to say, they're all in white paper.
Uh,
And also, yeah, yes,
Yeah,
Jan?
sorry to interrupt, but and also we also have the mystery roadstone, which you are also having the sort of the certain experience where when you cut it, you will have 2 level up or 1 level down. So that will also give a little bit uncertainty, but the outcome can be
Mm,
good or bad, but it will be better because it go up
mhm.
2 levels versus go down 1 level. So we are adding a lot of variation in this gem system design, more variation, more play style, more strategic. And also, when you are inserting and removing the gem, you're also gonna cost GGT. So that will make people think maybe twice when they are, planning how they're gonna boost their sneaker attribute. Are they gonna wait or are they gonna just use it as they go? So you will have much more strategic directions compared to the OG.
Nice. Yeah, I'm loving all these layers that are added to different parts of the gameplays, including raw stones and gems. And sometimes they look very complicated to explain or read, but when you actually play the game, it's very intuitive, isn't it?
Yes, yes. The whole thing is designed to be intuitive.
Fantastic. And talking of intuitive upgrades in our app, as we're always attempting to streamline things and comply with Apple's guidelines, we have made some other important changes, especially for iOS users. Yes, Jan?
Yes. So for people might already realizing it that if you're playing with the iOS, you have noticed that GDT has been replaced by Diamond inside the app. So Diamond are the Web2 in-app currency that work exactly the same way as GGT. You still use them for minting, level up, and all the other things. The gameplay remain exactly the same. This change is the way that we make the app compliant with Apple Store guideline, basically.
Fantastic. Yeah, and the fact that the users are already playing and not knowing, it means that the app experience is pretty smooth on iOS. And the trading on sneakers is going on as usual as well, right, Jan?
Correct. So just to reassure everybody that you can still trade your sneaker, and if you are looking for more details on this, make sure that you follow the our Twitter handle, and we'll post announcement about it, and we'll keep you updated of what is happening. But the whole mechanism not changed. If you have any question, you can ask the community. You can ask us. So we'll be happy to answer all the questions.
Nice. So, Jan, I know months and months of brainstorms going back and forth, designs, iterations have gone behind the launch of Uncommon Sneakers, mystery boxes, gems and raw stones, and everything else that came along with it on iOS side. What's next? What's next for Step and Go? What are we cooking up?
Uh, so it's a big relief for us to release the uncommon sneaker and mystery box, and basically also make the whole thing now 100% compliant with Apple. We are now proceeding with the next thing in the roadmap, basically the avatar and also social features. So we are now working on a few things, and also we are working on several side projects as well. So I think once I think we are close to let's say the feature release, we'll let everybody know, and we'll definitely pull some alpha hopefully that the community has a sneak peek in the beginning.
Fantastic. So I hope community can enjoy the uncommon sneakers and mystery box upgrade meanwhile, and also enjoy our cool partnerships that we launch. Lucas, have you managed to grab hold of uncommon sneaker yet?
Not yet. I'm looking at the uncommon trainers because I want to be able to walk and run with the same sneakers, but I'm figuring out the strategy part right now.
Nice, nice. All right, so let's move on to talk a little bit about what we started off with, which is leaderboards. We've already introduced the leaderboards last month, so we shall not explain, but just a quick reminder. Every time you do a session in STEPN, you can earn leaderboard points, LPs, based mostly on the distance you run with energy, and along with other factors like your highest attribute, your sneakers durability, and your daily streaks. The points update every 6 hours, and there are 3 boards that we've got. There's a weekly board, monthly board, and an all-time board. So, Lucas, maybe let's catch us up on what's latest for the new leaderboards.
Sure. Well, you summarized it very well. One of the new things is that from community feedback, we extended the rankings, meaning that you can now see your rank up to 50,000 players on the leaderboard. So even if you're not in the top 100 or 5,000 yet, you can still track your progress and set goals for every week and improve like that. Beyond that, we are starting to work on event leaderboards, which will bring special competitions tied to specific events with rules and different kinds of limited rewards potentially. And finally, we've got another new features coming for leaderboard that I think a lot of players will love. We are keeping that one under wraps for a little longer. We are just creating the ideas and finalizing the best way to integrate it in the app. So very early stage, but also very exciting. So yeah, there you go.
Ooh, nice. Okay, teasing alpha down there. And Jill, as we all know, is very excited about leaderboards, and there's stuff to look forward to on Discord as well. So keep an eye on that. All right. So while leaderboards add a whole new dimension of competitive and social layer to STEPN, it's only going to keep getting better. Now, I want to move on to something that I'm very excited about and I'm very proud of because it is a huge moment, not just for FSL, but the whole idea of Web3 and applications. As we all know, payments has turning out to be one of the biggest use cases of crypto. And Jan, Lucas, you both know how excited I am about this one because after months of hard work and lots of compliance and legal work, we finally managed to get GMT Pay out there. What do you think, Jan?
It's actually very, it's never an easy task. And you have to really jump the hoop between all the regulators, the banking, and the service providers, and also the asset reviewer. So I think it's actually the most difficult thing, one of the few most difficult thing we have done. That to make all of them happy in order to release the product. Um, and then the way that we design it is also taking a very long time to come into shape because we do have the all the KYC things that people have to follow. traditionally with other payment apps.
Mhm.
And also it's also very sort of limited with which country convert, because now it's become a financial product. So I have to really go through almost every country, regulations. Also working with Visa, Master, all this is really, 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 I think taking a lot of time basically. Sometimes it's not difficult, but it's just super time consuming. I think it's also great job that everybody have pushed it to make it available for people to use. And also, I think this actually fulfills, what we wanted to do in the really early stage with STEPN, that people can go out, take a run, and then spend money on coffee, right? People know that's a joke, uh, but we've done it, right? We've done it. Finally, after 3 years, it is done, right? So I think it's sort of a dream come true for us.
Indeed. Promises made, promises kept. You're absolutely right. And I can totally vouch for all the difficulties that we've had in this project. It's been a huge learning exercise for me and for the entire team. So we are totally proud on this one. Jan, shall we explain step by step on exactly how GMT Pay works and once someone downloads the app from iOS App Store?
Yes. So actually, again, like with STEPNGO, we try to design it very intuitively. So number one is that you download the GMT Pay from the Google Play or Apple App Store, and then you log in with your FSID, which we spent the beginning of this year to polish. And then you can buy a prepaid MasterCard by choosing between $50, $100, $200, or $300. And this is actually quite different from what other this type of services, crypto to fiat type of services, is that the KYC is super simple. Once you purchase it, you can then instantly use it, and you can add the card into the Apple Pay or Google Pay, and then you can tap to pay basically.
Nice. And not to forget that there are many, many cryptos that can be swapped. So from GMT to GGT to GSD to USDC to Sol or Pol, everything can now be swapped easily to load up your card. A word of caution though, that please make sure that you transfer some gas fee or the swap will fail. And talking about the regions, once the card is activated, you can literally pretty much use it anywhere, Jan, which is in the app, right?
Exactly. So online, offline, local coffee shop, buying things from Amazon, paying Spotify, Netflix, so it's fully integrated. So now
Fantastic.
the whole loop is complete. You move, you earn, then you spend.
Fantastic. And frankly, I got to see it IRL in life at Token 2049 because people actually used GMT Pay to pay for the cab to come to the event. And while I
Nice.
was giving the presentation, they shared that. So it was really proud moment to see the app being used in the wild. And once the card is activated, how long is the validity?
So basically 3 years from the date you buy it, so plenty of time to use it however you want.
Right. And the fee that we've got is super reasonable and super competitive. Yes?
Yes, yes, and also super transparent. So you will be charged a small creation fee when you buy the card, and then a $1 a month service fee, but only starting after you make the first transaction. And then the first month is for free no matter what.
Fantastic. And guys, stay tuned on our socials once again because we've got some really good promotions and discounts coming up as well on those triple fee. All right, love that. And the fact that the cards are super easy to use with all mobile wallets, practically speaking, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and it's real world ready. Right? Yes, Jan?
Yes, yes. So we want it to feel no different to use any other payment apps or your bank card. So super smooth, super simple, and immediate.
Nice. And just to reiterate to your point, Jan, I think this really brings the whole FSL ecosystem together, where we have the entry point with a person just downloading an app from an app store, walking and running, earning tokens, then using that to pay for goods real life. So it really brings it together. And in that pipeline, we have some more exciting updates to come. towards the later half of the year. So maybe we'll tease about that later.
Yes.
Lucas, you've been on this journey with us for a while. How does it feel to see this app go live? Did you ever imagine this is going to happen?
Well, I hoped so. I didn't realistically think it was possible, but just like you said, it's crazy by how simple it is. And I feel like it's also the reason why people love brands like Apple. Just like you copy something on your iPhone and you can paste it on your Mac, you can just earn GGT or GMT on STEPNGO and spend it within 30 seconds with GMT Pay. So it just makes sense, basically.
Nice. So now we have stretched the move and earn to move, earn, spend, right? From steps to spending. Thank you, Em, for that little sound. All right. So while we're just getting started with GMT Pay and more to come down the line, we have some other event also kicking very soon. Lucas, do you want to tell everyone what's it about?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's going to be very, very cool. So the More and STEPN team are launching the Energy War. It's basically the ultimate team competition across STEPN and STEPNGO. So if you've ever wanted to build your crew and test consistency and strategy with your friends, this is the moment, basically.
Nice. So, what exactly is this energy war? Can we just give a quick breakdown? Do you want people to get into squads so that people can strategize? What's it about?
Sure. So basically, you form a squad of 6 players, and everyone needs to hold a Mochi achievement NFT and lock 500 suits for 6 weeks. Then, for 1 full week at a time, you and your squad, you rack up as much real burn energy as possible through STEPN and STEPNGO sessions. So basically, you just got to get the best runners, walkers to spend as much energy as possible. Each week is a new battle, and the Energy War leaderboard resets every round. So the top 5 teams will split the prize pool.
So basically, move a lot, burn your energy a lot, crush the leaderboard a lot, and then win lots of rewards. Well, it sounds too simple for FSL. I'm guessing there's a little bit more strategy involved, isn't it?
Exactly. So it's just not brute force. It's just not about running a half marathon every day. The trick is team building because your main Mochi NFT gives you a boost depending on its rarities. So Legendary Mochi gives you an extra 125% extra energy. It's 110 for rare and 100% boost for the common Mochi energy. So you can even stack up a few extra bonus points just by holding more and Mochi NFTs.
So how does the price pool work?
So each player locks 500 sets for 6 weeks, like I said. And after the event, they get back 90% of it. Meanwhile, every week, the top 5 teams, they split a reward pool funded by the SUT ecosystem fund, which is worth an extra 20% of the total SUTs locked for that round. So the better you do, the bigger your share of the rewards.
Oh, wow. That's some serious motivation right there. Move, earn, and then get rewarded again for dominating the energy war. Wow. And Lucas, has the team formation phase started? Can people already go in from their teams?
Yes, the team formation is already live. So if you haven't built your squad yet, you still have a few days to get organized because the first battle starts on May 12th. So now is the perfect time to gather your friends, set your strategy, lock your set before the real action begins.
Nice. So lock and load, guys. Form your squads and get ready for the next thing on FSL ecosystem. I mean, I saw a fantastic meme that Sue shared today from the community where we are just announcing one after the other new things. And there's like a new game that we have recently teased about, Tadagami, for in alpha phase. So lots for our community to think about. Talking of which, a big shout out to all our FSL champions and the community folks. We've had some great events of late. First off, we had a great GMT Pay Sake night in Tokyo during Teams 2025. It was hosted at Sake Story, the legendary STEPN bar in Tokyo, and featured premium Japanese sake, an awesome dinner, and lots of Web3 networking, and of course, discounted drinks if you paid with GMT Pay. And then on April 17, we followed it up with a Tokyo morning run and walk around the Imperial Palace. I'm sure you guys have all seen lovely photographs and visuals. And super fun, open to everyone. And participants even got to try GMT Pay for real with free drinks after the session. I love all the energy and the content that comes along with these events. Lucas, can you just shed a little bit more light on more community-led events that we've got going on? We have the
Yeah,
Japan
Lucas.
meetup coming up in May.
Lucas
Yeah,
muted.
Jan, maybe you want to talk about it?
Sure. So coming next
Oh,
on this. Oh, Lucas is back.
yeah, sorry, I just forgot to unmute myself. Go for it, Jan.
Okay. So coming up next is the 6th of the STEPN
Mhm.
Japan meetup. Happen between the 17th of May to the 25th of the May. So this one is special. It's part of the long running series that started back in the 2022, with the main objective being bringing together STEPNers all across Japan. This time, the meetup is going nationwide with event at 20 venues across 24 prefectures, all organized by MetaX, Crypto Barbecue, and the Japan Fan STEPN. Each region will host its own unique gathering during those 9 days. So whether you are in Tokyo or further out, there is something near you to join and connect with other community members.
Wow, that's 28 venues. I mean, that is some serious championing power right there. Jan, you have some special memories in Japan and events. People
Oh,
love
many
you over
special
there, isn't it?
memories. Many special memories. You know, I think I did my
And I'm sure
first singing
Sake
on the
night would.
stage. We did all
Ooh.
the octopus balls. Osaka,
Mhm.
and then we have so many events in Tokyo happened.
Fantastic. So we need to get you over there sometime soon to
Mm,
revive those memories, isn't it?
mm, mm.
Okay. Lucas, something happening in Milan as well?
Yes, and this time I'm on mute, so you should be able to hear me. So we've got the STEPN Milan happening on May 25th, right in Piazza Duomo. Sorry for the accent. That one's being organized by Lorotrell, Carl, Ago Crypto, Filauncher, Massina, and Anzus. So there will be coffee, a park walk, and gelato if you can pay for with GMT Pay. So maybe you can even expect some fun minting or jam action. I don't know. You'll have to be there to see. And of course, there will be games, rewards, and a lot of STEPN vibes.
Fantastic. Honestly, it fills my heart with pride, honor, and sheer joy to see how vibrant this global community is and how global it is with real meetup, real energy, real people, and now with real world utility, people using GMT Pay for all the events. So, huge shout out once again for all the champions to make this happen. We're not just building events, we're building the future of this ecosystem, one event by one event. All right, so we have not finished yet. I know we've talked about lots of stuff from the Argentina Football Association partnership to uncommon sneakers and rostones to energy wars and teasing Tarogami, which is our new game in FSL Hub. But May 7, which is today, is not just Town Hall Day. It is also the day where we are officially kicking off the 2184 closed alpha test. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for it. Today, the first wave of players will finally get their hands on the early build. And if you're part of the closed alpha, make sure to please check your emails and get ready. After everything we've just gone through, which is leaderboards, GMT Pay, Energy War, global meetups, I cannot help but feel so proud and so content with what we're building, even after 3 years in this space. All right, now on to my favorite part of the town hall, which is to answer the questions put forward by all of you guys. So let's pick some of them. Jan, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so first one coming at you. Will we be ready or able to distribute the sneaker attribute points in Step and Go just like we can in STEPN OG?
Yes. Yes. So we haven't built feature, but we definitely will bring in the future.
I see. All right, now one on your favorite feature right now on raw stones. So can we get an option to upgrade 2 raw stones of the same type plus 1 mystery raw stone?
Oh, we actually have a very extensive debate
Mm,
internally on this, and exactly how roadstone work. Originally we were thinking about any color we can mix, but then we figured that would be. I forgot exactly what reason we reject the idea, but I think we have like I outlined like a whole bunch of issues that are gonna come along with that model. So we will
mm,
not allow mixing colors. We designed Mr. Rollstone for that type of mixing and find out what is going on type of experience. So we do not need another mechanism, sort of a similar sort of
mm.
mechanism. So you put 3 of the same type, you do the upgrade, and if you want to have sort of the mixing up, you go with the Mr. Rollstone.
Nice. I love it when people are asking questions that they're thinking ahead of us. So that's nice. Okay, the next one is a more quality of life feature. So, like, in OG app, we can view our performance on phone's lock screen while walking. I'd really love to see this feature in Step and Go as well. Are there any plans to add it?
Actually, I need to ask the dev team if we are opening both apps, whether it be 2 widgets. If that possible, then definitely we'll put that in the future. But first things, I'm gonna check with the dev team.
Oh, the next one, I've seen a lot of it come up recently, and this is regards airwalking. I know it's not very concerning for the users because it doesn't result in a ban or Turing score reduction, but people really want to know how can they avoid the warning of airwalking in Step and Go.
Okay, so I also have some air walking when I was sort of stepping same location for like a couple minutes, then I got air walking. But once you get the air
Wow.
walking, it doesn't immediately give you like no return or anything, right? You have to be getting have to stay in the air walking for extensive time, to get like abnormal run. The air really people should do is to use more recent phones or better quality phone because their air walking is directly tied to your running cell data type of thing. So if you have abnormal data, then it will trigger the air walking. And sometimes the
I
phone
see.
doesn't collect. Yes, the phone, especially the outdated phone, doesn't collect enough or appropriate data, which causing their working. So either you need to get more of a higher quality phone with higher quality like gyroscope or accelerator, that type of sensor. Um, that will improve, the result tremendously.
I see. I see. I'm sure it's comforting for people to know that even the founder of the app is not spared by smack. So there we go. Well, thank you for that answer, Jan. We'll take the last two. So now that we have uncommon when rare.
Oh, that will take a while. I mean, I think first thing first is that we want to build the avatar function first, and social feature
That's right.
give extensive time. Then we will even consider the uncommon.
All right. So last question. What's the long-term plan for FSL Game Hub?
I think you are more qualified to answer that question than me, but I'll try. So I think when we start the Africa Game Hub, it's really we want to create a curated place to visit, to come back, to accumulate points, to engage and play, especially mini games. Because I think in the Web3 space, the big production game has been proven probably not working. Back in last 2 cycles ahead, right? So people building this like millions and millions of dollars of big production, you take too much time. Tokenomics doesn't work. So I think the thing that work best for the Web3 is that the game hub type of games, and also if we can make them sort of using a unified sort of a reward system, that will actually, I think, work in the long term.
Very, very nicely captured, Jan. And all I can say is that literally just minutes ago, we have announced the pre-alpha stage of the first game on FSL Game Hub. So you can go check right away on the FSL Ecosystem X page. And we've announced the Tadogami pre-alpha stage where you can sign up and test the earliest build and shape up the future of Tadogami. There's a link to the farm which we will drop in the chat and is also there on FSL Ecosystem Partnership, FSL Ecosystem X page. Fantastic. So that pretty much wraps up another jam-packed town hall. Honestly, we discussed a lot of big things. It is unbelievable how a small team is able to accomplish work on so many fronts, from STEPNGO uncommon sneaker updates to STEPN leaderboards to a whole new app on GMT Pay to a great feature on Energy War to awesome partnership on Argentina Football Association to brand new 2 games, alpha and pre-alpha stage on 2184 and Tarogami, not to forget some amazing community events across the world from Japan to Milan. There's never a dull moment. Guys, are you proud or what?
Yes, definitely. And we
Of course.
also appreciate that everybody's support, and we are very driven to build enjoyable product and new product especially.
Lucas, any final words?
Well, you said it very well. Let's keep building, and thanks everyone for the support, tuning in, and see you next month, I guess.
Fantastic. See you, everybody. And keep an eye on our X pages across our ecosystem for all the cool competitions that you can win exciting prizes on. Have a good one. See you in the next
So
one.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.